Hello and welcome to our video tutorial on how to do color calibration on your Xerox 700 digital color press. The steps will involve going and walking in front of the Xerox machine itself and applying the Kodak or Tiffin grayscale and color scale on first calibrating the scanner adjustment and then color calibrating itself. If you're in front of the machine, let's start by walking up and looking at the main screen itself. You may be either in the copy screen or the all services screen. If you're in the copy screen, just simply hit all services on the top right. If you are in the all services screen, you should see two buttons that we'll be dealing with: network scanning and web applications. Let's start off by going to web applications. Once you're on this screen, at the top there's an option for calibrate. So we'll go ahead and hit this button. We'll be logging in as the administrator. So we need to put in the password where it says password in this box right here. The password is fiery.1 with a capital F. So what we'll do is we'll hit the shift button, type in the F, toggle the shift button again, IER.1. I'm sorry. Y.1. F-I-E-R-Y.1. When I hit enter at the top and hit log in, it'll take us to the color cal measurement settings screen. What you want to look at is what media type you're going to calibrate. If you use different type of media stock, such as 80-pound cover, 100-pound cover, gloss, index, you want to be sure that you select the appropriate media type and media weight for calibration and calibrate each of those paper stock. So the main screen what we've got here is uncoded for the media type and 81 through 90 GSM for media weight. This is your standard 24 or 28 pound color expressions made available by Xerox. We'll go ahead and keep that as the default for right now. You can also hit update to see when the last time calibration was done. Since we have not calibrated this machine yet, there is no date and time. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue. Now from here we have several options: page size, tray, print instructions, and scanner measurement page. If this is the first time that you are actually calibrating this machine, it is important that we first do a scanner measurement calibration to adjust the scanner adjustments so it can read the color scale. After that, you will not have to run the scanner measurement anymore. You could just simply uncheck this and go through its regular normal process. We're going to go ahead and calibrate the scanner so you could see that method as well. Alright, so we've got letter for the page size. We're going to go ahead and select leave it on auto select. If you were to do heavier stock, you would want to make sure you select tray 5. It's going to look for the first available tray that's got that media stock. We're going to print instructions and the scanner measurement page. So we'll go ahead and hit print. Don't mind the error message we've got here for toner. Just look at its settings right now. It says follow instructions for scanner calibration. When scanning is complete, click press measure. We're going to have several pages that come out. It's about 3 different pages. We've got instructions on page 1, the scanner calibration page on page 2, and the color cal page on page 3. If you follow the instructions, you should follow along closely on how I'm going to show you now. When you lift the ADF up and you look on the glass, what you'll be doing is you'll be putting the grayscale at the top and the color scale at the bottom. You'll be putting them face down, laying the paper sideways like so. Your Tiffin grayscale or Kodak grayscale will come in a little package like so. Inside the grayscale itself is the actual color scale and the grayscale. After you calibrate the scanner, you will not have to worry about the color scale unless you have color calibration problems where it's not reading the measurement page or detecting the grayscale. So we're going to use that, and now here's the grayscale that we'll use next after we calibrate the scanner, but we have to use both of them. So while looking on the glass, we're going to lay this grayscale like so, all the way to the far right topmost corner, but you're going to come down just a fourth of an inch, like so. On the color one, you want to lay it just like the grayscale, but just a hair below the grayscale itself, and again, a half inch down from the top. So when we lay this sheet down, we will be putting it face down, sideways, to the top most left corner, just like that. On the screen, what we're going to actually do here is we're going to switch to network scanning and leave this up and running. So if you look on the top right, there is the All Services button. It will take us back to the main screen here, which we will hit network scanning. If you follow the directions on the sheet that was printed out, it'll tell you step by step how to do this. First, you're going to hit Color Cal Template. Then you're going to hit the second tab, Advanced Settings. And down here on the bottom left is a Color Space button. We're going to change that to Device Color Space and hit Save. One more option to go. We're going to go to Layout Adjustment. We're going to Original Orientation. We're going to change it to Sideways Images, top to left, and save. Now with those options on, we're going to go ahead and hit Start. When it beeps solid like so, it's ready. So we're going to go back to All Services, Web Applications. It's going to take us right where we left off. There's a button on the right for Measure Page. We're going to hit that. Give it just a few seconds. Let's try again. And it'll say Calibration Successful. Alright, we're going to hit Continue. Now we're ready to actually calibrate the machine itself. So if you were to skip the step where it said Scanner Measurement Page, it would take you straight to this part right here. So we don't have to use that Scanner Measurement Page again. We would just simply use the Color Cal page. And the steps to this is exactly how we did it before. Except this time, we're going to discard. Be sure that you do not use this measurement page again. Any measurement page that you print, especially with the Color Cal pages, when you are finished measuring them, you want to discard them. Because what the machine is doing is it's targeting and adjusting to what toner density it's presenting to the machine itself right now. So if you were to use an older measurement page, it would be adjusting at that time in that day that the levels were set to, and it would be way off the scale. So here's the Color Cal page. We're going to take out the actual color scale itself. We do not need this anymore. So now we've just got the grayscale, like so. You lay this sideways, face down, about a fourth of an inch down. And the Color Cal page is going to go sideways. Sometimes you got to adjust it a little bit. Alright, now back on the LCD screen, we're going to hit the All Services button on the top right again. Back to Network Scanning, Color Cal, Advanced Settings, Color Space, device color space, save, layout adjustment, orientation sideways images, top to left, save, start, we got the solid B. We're going to go back to all services, web applications, and right here to the bottom right we're going to hit measure page. Give it just a few seconds. Calibration successful. At this point we're going to hit continue, apply, and then we are done. If you had an error where it said after we hit measure page it could not detect the grayscale or measurement page, just be sure that you hit back on the screen and just make sure that if you look closely that the paper is not to the fullest of the edge, that it just comes down just a fourth of an inch from the top, and just make sure that that grayscale is pretty much centered on the page like you see right here. You put center grayscale along the top edge, so it must be at the very, very top and just centered. And just keep trying until you get the hang of it. And then after that you should be A-OK to calibrate your machine. It's recommended once daily, or if you're about to print a large job. Thank you for taking the time of watching our tutorial. I wish you the best of luck.